ask myself frequent questions. I ask about, why am I living? What do I want out of life? I think about this when I am walking my dog, having my water intake, or laying in bed late at night. I think about all of this, just thinking, what do I really want? I ask myself, why am I breathing? Why do I eat? Why am I exercising? Why am I doing everything to keep my body going? As I ponder these questions to myself, I have found out so far I want to learn all the things I enjoy in life. I love to be productive. I love learning. I love experiencing. I love to know what life has to offer. I love to eat, especially crawfish or anything spicy. I love doing deliveries. I love to clean and organize. I also love to just do a bunch of random stuff and just see what the turnout is going to be. I have noticed that I live life in the fast lane, and now it has slowed down. I am in a time period where it is a transition, and I really have thought about more onto, do I want to live in the fast lane anymore? I have now slowed down and have realized that the birds are chirping, there's creaking of the carports, the rustling of the leaves, and the enjoyment out of just simply walking my dog. So far, I have learned throughout life, now that it has changed and it's in a new transition, I have realized that I've been living in the fast lane. I have constantly worked throughout my entire life and just coasting and whatnot, and everything is slowing down now. I have noticed the birds chirping in the morning, and I used to not notice this because I was so much in my head, and I was just thinking about my issues or what was going on, but I never really noticed. I've realized that now I've been living a life where I am a bystander and I just watch and I just go and not really live my life, and I have been just standing there and just seeing what everyone else is doing, but I realized I don't want to be that anymore. Lately, I've been doing delivery apps, and I've been just thinking a lot in the car and just thinking about what I want more out of life, and it's taking me several hours, and just being in the car, listening to music, listening to podcasts, and just figuring out what more do I want out of life. I have realized that I have a fear of knowing what is the future, and it terrifies me, to be honest. And when I look at the road, I think about, no matter what path I go, I will never know what the turnout is. So in the end, it doesn't matter what path I'm gonna do, and that no matter whatever path that I choose, it's going to be a journey, and I will never know if I'm going to be successful or not, but at least I will try my best to do whatever it is, and just knowing to go left, right, or straight, it's going to be all worth it in the end. So I went and did the delivery apps for quite a while, and I was so down on myself. I just went through so much, and I had everything together. I graduated from college with all A's. I had a scholarship. I was on the road to get a master's degree. It was going to be all paid for. I was going to go and have it in 1 year. It was this special program that only certain people could get into, and I was going to go get my dream job, and I went and applied for it. I didn't get it, and I was very devastated, and I went and tried for other teacher jobs I really wanted and I didn't get it, or some of them I went and they were just not going to pay enough to the point I could support myself. And so I was really down because I just had everything. And throughout my entire life, I come across as someone that really has everything together. You know, from the outside in, you would think, oh, she has everything, because I had friends I had a group of friends throughout my life. I went and, you know, had a scholarship. I had an education degree, and I had a job lined up. I had, you know, someone that's been with me for a very long time, and really anything that you could think of, I really had everything. And then all of a sudden, it just crumbled in front of me, and it was a very painful experience. And, you know, from then, I was, you know, doing all these like delivery apps, and I just felt so down on myself. And then I enjoyed it. It made me so happy because I had all the free time that I ever dreamed of. I could go and have a non-stressful job, and I realized that this is a blessing because I can do whatever I want. There is nothing that I am tied to. And so that's when I went and realized this is what I want to do. I want to do delivery apps, and then I'm going to figure out my life. So that's when I began side hustles, and you know, things were starting to change then because I was falling in love with side hustles, and I didn't know what to think of it. And I found this one that I absolutely loved, and, you know, it had me do organizing, cleaning. I didn't know what to think about it, but it turned out wonderful for me, and I felt very appreciated in everything that I did. And I've, you know, had jobs where I was not appreciated, but finally I felt appreciated. And I realized at the end of the day, we want to be appreciated for the things that we do. And so I really enjoyed it. And, you know, whenever I was getting these organizing, cleaning jobs, people would go and tell me about their passions, dreams, and all the things that they've always wanted to do in life and goals, but they felt like it wasn't possible. So I went and listened to them, and that's when I came up with the idea of personalizing organizing with psychology. And I went and did all this in my head. I went and figured out a personality quiz that's really effective for my clients, and I used my psychology skills that I know to go and implement all these tactics into my organizing style. And I was very much amazed because my clients were ending up doing all the goals that they've ever wanted in life, and they were starting to go and get their dreams accomplished and their passions. And I went and continued doing this. I went and took care of over 70 clients of mine, and, you know, some of them were here, and then there was one point in my life that I had to move. So I ended up moving, and this was in Midland, and at this time I realized that the application doesn't work there. And so I was kind of freaking out, and then I went and came across someone where they go and do professional cleaning. And so that's kind of how I got into it and learning more into cleaning, how to do it more professionally. So I went and worked there for a bit, and you know, things happened. And I didn't want to go and live in Midland anymore at some point. So then I went and moved back. And that's when I went and, you know, had to figure out, what am I going to do? Am I going to go back onto the application, or am I going to go and start up a company that I know is effective, this strategy of how to personalize, organize with psychology and help people on a bigger scale. Because the problem was, when I was on this application, nobody knew that I was using psychology and a personality analysis into my organizing style. And so all they really knew was that I'm a really good organizer, but I really wanted the idea out that psychology can be involved and it really can change people's lives, and help people go and meet their goals, dreams, passions that they've always wanted. And I went and decided I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start and go make this company idea happen to show people that your dreams can happen. And it's all starts with psychology and organizing. Wherever you're at, that's where it all begins. It begins in mindset. And I realized that organizing can change people's mindsets because I've already done it. I did it in this area and I did it in Midland. When I was doing professional cleaning, I did a little bit of organizing because one of them wanted to maybe expand in there, and I went and did that, and I explained to her how it was done, and I was told I was very stupid. And so I was like, I'm gonna take my ideas and I'm gonna go make this company idea to show people like this is the most effective way to help people have their goals, dreams, passions happen. And so that's kind of what I did. I realized that life is about accomplishing your goals, dreams, and passions. That's what life is about. The whole reason why we keep our bodies going and we do what we do is because we live for our dreams. We want something to look forward to. We want to feel accomplished. We want to be heard. We want to be appreciated. And that's kind of why I started Unicorn Magic Organizing, because I want others to go and experience what this can do for them. And I want others to realize that we don't have to be told what to do. We can do what we want to do in life. We can go and accomplish all of our goals and dreams that we've ever wanted, because that's why we are living.